But basically, I just got to graph these and then look at the y-intercept. And it looks like from the y-intercept, it's either going to increase or decrease. So grab your handy-dandy calculator. Okay. Yeah, the only thing you need to write down is the function that we're working on. So let me zoom out of back out of this. So our first function that we're going to plug in is just 1/4 raised to the x. So I'm just going to say in parentheses, I'm back up here, 1 divided by 4 raised to the x. Okay. Now, if you can't remember how to hit the raise, remember it's this caret symbol, right? It's this bad boy right here. Okay. So when you want to raise this to the superscript, that's called superscript notation. In other words, to move the cursor up there in that land, in that space, hit this caret symbol. It looks like a caret that points up. Okay. So now I'm just going to graph this. So hit graph. Okay. And once you hit graph, why don't everybody show me your calculators real quick so I can see the graph? Okay, cool. Everybody means everybody. What about over this side of the room? We're not graphing today, or we got issues? You got questions? Should look like my graph. Okay. All right, thank you. Let's take a screenshot. But what I want you to do is see this button right here that says trace. Can you hit that button? I like to hit that button because look what it does. It tells me what my function is right here. So before I take my screenshot, I'm going to, I want to remember what function I'm dealing with. Well, if you notice, it should by default tell you what the y-intercept is. Okay. So I'm going to keep that in mind. I'm just going to paste that in here. And let's let me shrink that a little bit. It's kind of big. So I'm gonna leave that right there. Well, what do you notice? What is the y-intercept for that? In other words, when x equals 0, what does y equal for this particular function? Huh? 1. All right. So then what we got to do is figure out which one of these matches it. It says the y-intercept at 0, 1. So in other words, what I'm going to do is it's either going to be this answer, or this answer. One of those three, I'm going to have to drag down here. Okay? So, which one is it? Well, let's read our choices. The first one says the graph initially increases slowly, then increases rapidly. Is it increasing as we read it like a book left to right? No. So it's not that one. We can ignore that one. The next one says the graph initially increases rapidly and then increases slowly. Is this increasing as we read it like a book left to right? No. So we're going to ignore that one. The last one says it initially decreases rapidly, then decreases slowly. Is it decreasing rapidly? And then it tapers off? So that's the correct answer, right? So let me move this bad boy over here. Let's get that answer in there. So let's put that in there. All right, so that's the correct answer for that one. Now let's move on to the next one. The next one is just 3 to the x. So I'm going to hop on my handy dandy calculator. I'm going to hit y equals. And I'm going to clear that out, and I'm just going to put 3. Now, how do I get up into the superscript space? Caret symbol, this symbol right here, right above the division sign. We're going to hit up, and then we're going to hit X, and then we're going to hit graph. Okay, so that's that one. Then we're going to hit trace, maybe. Can you guys do me a favor and show me when you get to this point? Hold your graphing calculator up so I can see your graph and see that you hit trace. Does your graph look like my graph? Yeah? Good. Let me take a screenshot of that. What is the y-intercept on that one? Yeah, oh man, what a coinky dink. So I'm going to have to maybe zoom out. I'm running out of space here. So let's make this one smaller. And we got to go through that same process again, right? Actually, I've got room. I can just do this sort of thing. Okay. So what does it look like it's doing there for that second one? This second function right here. If I look at this one, it's increasing. Does it start off increasing rapidly or slowly if I read it like a book left to right? Slowly. And then what does it do after it passes the y-intercept? Increases rapidly. So it's our y-intercept then is 0, negative or positive 1, and then the graph initially increases slowly and then it increases rapidly, right? So that would be this option, right? Is that right? No, I can't remember. I think that was the first one, this one right here. Increases slowly, then increases rapidly. Okay, we got one more to do. This one here, what do you think we're going to do next? Graph it. So let's go ahead and graph this. Hit y equals. And then we're going to say 2, open parentheses, 1 divided by 2 raised to the x. Oops, I did one too many raises there. All right, there we go. Again, I'm going to hit graph. Now, without even looking, what is that graph doing? Now that we kind of know what we're doing. Well, if I read it like a book from left to right, what is it doing? It's decreasing, and how does it start off? Does it decrease? How does it start off? Yeah, it decreases rapidly, then it finishes slowly, okay? So what we're going to do is let's take a screenshot of that. And we'll paste that up here. What is the y-intercept on that bad boy? Yeah, the y-intercept is 2 on that. So we're going to say that it decreases rapidly and then decreases slowly. And the y-intercept is 0, 2. Is that right? Do I got it all correct? Okay. Any questions on that one?